In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating the Pearson correlation using SPSS. This is a very basic univariate analysis which is performed frequently and is a very useful statistic that actually forms the basis of a large number of other datas. When you're interested in performing a Pearson correlation, typically you should be performing your analysis. You have a hypothesis that one variable is associated to another variable, and that could either be a positive correlation or a negative correlation. The Pearson correlation is one method of associating two variables that are scored on an interval or ratio level. In this case, I have the sample data. In this data, our two variables are the scores and the calcium intake. We are going to correlate these two variables and see if they are associated in any way. Our hypothesis is that as the calcium increases, the scores increases. And now we input the data that we have gathered. And now that we have input the data, we will begin by making a graph. Click Graph and then go to Chart Builder. And now we will choose a gallery chart to use it as our starting point. From the gallery section, we are going to choose the scatter or dot and simple scatter. Then we put the two variables, knowledge scores in the x-axis and calcium intake on the y-axis. And then our graph appears. Moving on, we will now be correlating these two variables. First, click Analyze, then Correlate and Bivariate. We have to put these two variables in the variable box. Under the correlation coefficients, we have to make sure that we check the Pearson, and on the test of significance we choose the two-tailed. And also don't forget to click the flag significant correlations, and then you're good to go. We have the correlation table right here, and this is actually the totality of the output. Inside the box is the correlation matrix. Underneath the table says that correlation is significant at the 0.01 level. This would be the basis for you to know if both variables have significant relationship or have no significant relationship. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to perform a Spearman correlation. If your data are ranked ordered or measured on an ordinal scale, you could use this correlation method. In this case, the two variables that I'm going to be examining are ranked ordered. The variables are scores in a physics subject and a math subject, and since the data is ranked order, it suggests me to use the Spearman correlation. This also needs analysis and hypothesis. Our hypothesis is that as the scores in physics increase, the scores in mathematics decrease. After inputting the data, we now try to see if these two variables are related or associated in any way. We click Analyze, Correlate, and then Bivariate. We move both variables into the variable box. We have to check Spearman only under the correlation coefficients, and for the test of significance, we choose two-tailed. And also, check flag significant correlations. Now click OK. And now we have the table. Inside the table is the correlation matrix. Underneath it with two asterisks written, correlation is significant at the 0.01 level, which will be the basis for you to know if the scores in physics or math have significant relationship or have no significant relationship.